Stingray fishing is an interesting activity that requires special techniques. Usually, fishermen will use nets or hooks to catch this type of fish. For the net method, they often choose places with a lot of sand or rocks, where stingrays often hide. When placing the net, fishermen need to pay attention to the depth and flow of the water to ensure that the net is not washed away. The fishing method is also applied, often using live bait or artificial bait to attract stingrays. When detecting a fish biting the bait, fishermen need to pull it up slowly to avoid injuring the fish, helping to increase the chance of a successful harvest. Regardless of the method, catching stingrays requires patience and skill, along with respect for their habitat. In addition to choosing a fishing method, fishermen also need to pay attention to the time of day. Stingrays are often active in the early morning and late afternoon, so these times are ideal for going out to sea. When fishing, it is necessary to pay attention to regulations on the size and quantity of fish to protect aquatic resources. After being caught, stingrays need to be handled carefully, because they have thick skin and sharp spines. Cleaning must be done with care to avoid injury. Stingrays can be processed into many delicious dishes, from grilled, steamed to salad, bringing unique flavors to local cuisine. In addition, fishermen also need to comply with conservation measures, such as not overfishing and protecting the habitat of stingrays, to ensure that this resource remains abundant for future generations. Conservation not only helps maintain the number of stingrays in the wild but also protects the marine ecosystem, where they play an important role. Fishermen should also engage in community education programs to raise awareness of the importance of sustainable fishing. In addition, working with conservation organizations can be beneficial, such as providing knowledge about environmentally friendly fishing methods, as well as how to spot and handle rare fish. Some fishermen have also begun to use new technology, such as sonar, to search for rays without disturbing their habitat. Finally, establishing marine reserves will allow rays to thrive and reproduce naturally. This will not only help conserve the species, but also create opportunities for ecotourism, attracting nature lovers to visit and explore the beauty of the ocean. The combination of sustainable fishing and conservation will bring long-term benefits to both fishermen and the ecosystem in addition to conservation. Another important element of stingray fishing is the sharing of knowledge and experience among fishermen in the community. Organizing workshops or discussion groups can help people stay informed about new fishing techniques, as well as share success stories in protecting the environment. In addition, connecting with researchers and marine ecologists can provide deeper insights into the behavior and habitat of stingrays. This information is not only valuable to fishermen, but also contributes to scientific research, helping to shape policies for more effective management of marine resources. The seafood processing industry also plays an important role in the stingray supply chain. Processors should seek to optimize production processes to minimize waste and improve product quality. By creating value-added products from stingrays, they not only meet market demand but also encourage fishermen to conserve this precious resource. Finally, promoting responsible consumption is also important. Consumers should choose stingray products from sustainable fishing sources, contributing to promoting a seafood economy that protects the environment and maintains the richness of the ocean for future generations. In addition to the aspects mentioned, Promoting the nutritional value of stingrays is also an important factor. Stingrays are not only delicious but also contain many nutrients, such as protein, omega-3 and vitamins, which help improve health. Restaurants and chefs can be creative in their preparation, create attractive dishes and widely introduce stingrays on their menus, thereby raising consumer awareness of this seafood. Another aspect to pay attention to is the development of ecotourism related to stingrays. Tours to experience watching stingrays in their natural environment can attract many tourists and contribute to raising awareness of conservation. Activities such as scuba diving or participating in environmental protection programs will create opportunities for tourists to better understand the role of stingrays in the marine ecosystem. At the same time, local authorities should also get involved. Support the development of reasonable marine resource management policies. Promote conservation and sustainable development programs. Establishing marine protected areas can help create a favorable environment for stingrays and other marine species to thrive, while maintaining the livelihoods of fishermen. In short, the combination of sustainable fishing, conservation, community education and economic development is the key to ensuring that stingrays and other marine resources can be protected and developed sustainably in the future. This not only benefits people but also protects the beauty of the ocean. Home to many precious creatures in addition to conservation and sustainable development efforts. The use of modern technology can also bring significant benefits to stingray fishing. Tools such as GPS and sonar sensors not only help fishermen locate stingrays, but also allow them to monitor the health of fish populations in the area. This can provide valuable data for managers and scientists in developing effective conservation strategies. Furthermore, the application of aquaculture methods is also becoming increasingly popular. Stingray farms can provide a sustainable food source without affecting wild fish populations. In this way, fishermen can reduce pressure on wild resources, while creating stable employment and income opportunities for local communities. In addition, international cooperation in the management and conservation of aquatic resources is also important. Countries can share experience, technology and resources to develop programs to protect manta rays and other marine species. This cooperation will not only help improve the health of manta ray populations but also increase global awareness of the importance of protecting the marine environment. Finally, the development of a seafood-conscious consumer culture should also be encouraged. Communication campaigns can help consumers better understand the origins and fishing practices of their fish, and thus make responsible choices. As consumers focus on products from sustainable sources, fishermen and processors will be motivated to implement environmentally friendly fishing and processing methods. All of these factors combined will create a sustainable value chain, protecting the resources of stingrays and other marine life, while ensuring the livelihoods of fishing communities and improving the quality of life for coastal people. An indispensable factor in the sustainable development of stingrays is the building of a network of connections between stakeholders, including fishermen, researchers, management agencies, NGOs and local communities. This cooperation will create a forum for sharing information, experiences and challenges that each party faces. From there, they can together find optimal solutions to problems related to fishing and conservation. In addition, the application of sustainable certification standards for seafood products is also an important step. These certifications not only make it easier for consumers to identify sustainably caught and processed products, but also encourage fishermen to comply with environmental regulations. When consumers support these products, it creates a strong incentive for the seafood industry to develop in a more sustainable direction. Furthermore, education and awareness raising about the role of stingrays in the ecosystem should also be emphasized. Educational programs can be implemented in schools, communities, or through communication activities to help people better understand the importance of conservation and the threats that stingrays are facing, such as environmental pollution and overfishing. Finally, an interesting aspect is the exploration of the potential of stingrays in the fields of medicine and technology. Research on biological compounds in the body of stingrays can open up new directions in pharmaceutical development or biotechnology. This not only increases the value of the rays but can also bring great benefits to society. In short, ray fishing is not only an economic activity but also involves many social, environmental and scientific aspects. By combining conservation, sustainable development and education efforts, we can build a brighter future for rays and the ocean, while improving the quality of life for coastal communities. To achieve these goals, government involvement is essential. Authorities need to establish clear policies and strict regulations on fisheries resource management. This could include defining no fishing areas, fishing periods and minimum sizes of rays that can be caught. Regular monitoring and evaluation programs will also help ensure that these regulations are followed and adjusted when necessary. In addition, it is essential to increase access to information for fishermen on sustainable fishing techniques and conservation methods. Workshops, training courses and exchange programs can help fishermen update their knowledge and skills, thereby improving their work efficiency while protecting the environment. Another factor is to promote green and circular economic models in the fisheries sector, utilizing ray byproducts, such as skin and bones, to process into other valuable products would reduce waste and create additional income for fishermen. In addition, more investment is needed in research and development activities in the aquaculture sector. Scientists can study effective methods of raising rays, thereby reducing pressure on wild fish stocks and ensuring adequate supply of products for the market. Finally, building a strong, cohesive and environmentally conscious community will create a solid foundation for conservation and sustainable development efforts. When communities work together for a common goal, they not only protect their resources but also create a better living environment for future generations. All of these factors combined will help conserve stingrays and other marine resources, while developing a sustainable fishery that brings economic and environmental benefits to coastal communities. Stingray fishing is usually done by netting or by hooking, depending on the fisherman's technique and experience. When fishing by net, fishermen often place the net in areas with sandy or rocky bottoms where stingrays often hide. For the fishing method, they use live bait or artificial bait to attract the fish. After catching, stingrays need to be handled carefully because they have thick skin and sharp spines. The process of processing stingrays is very diverse. The fish can be cleaned, cut into pieces, then processed into many delicious dishes such as grilled, steamed or made into salad. When grilled, stingrays are often marinated with spices to enhance the flavor. Fresh stingray salad, combined with herbs and sweet and sour sauce, is also very popular and attractive. Proper processing not only retains the natural flavor of the fish but also helps preserve it better, bringing unique culinary experiences to diners after the stingray is cleaned and processed. Preservation is also very important to keep it fresh. Fishermen often preserve the fish by freezing or salting it for later use. Salting not only helps preserve the fish longer but also creates a unique flavor for the dishes. In addition, stingray processing can also be combined with many other ingredients to create rich dishes. For example, stingray cooked with coconut water, combined with vegetables such as carrots and onions, not only brings a unique flavor but also increases the nutritional value of the dish. Braised stingray is also popular, often cooked with fish sauce, chili and sugar, creating an attractive rich flavor. In cuisine, stingray is also considered an ideal ingredient to create refreshing dishes, helping to balance with other dishes, with a variety of processing methods and rich nutrition. Stingrays not only meet the needs of enjoyment but also contribute to the richness of local cuisine. Giant trawl fishing is a popular method in the seafood industry, often used to harvest large quantities of fish at once. The process begins with identifying areas with a lot of fish. Then the fishermen will mobilize their boats to sea and deploy the net. Giant trawls are often hundreds of meters long, made of durable nylon fibers, which can withstand great pressure from water and fish. When the net is lowered, the fishermen will use a pulley system and a tractor to gradually pull the net up from the water. When the net is pulled up, the fish will be trapped in the mesh. This process requires smooth coordination between team members, ensuring that the net is pulled up safely and effectively. After harvesting, the fish will be classified right on the boat. The fresh fish will be canned or refrigerated for transport back to shore. Although this method yields high yields, it also needs to be closely managed to avoid overfishing and protect fishery resources. Ensuring the sustainability of the fishing industry. After harvesting, one of the next important steps is to handle and process the fish right on the boat to ensure quality. The fish are often cleaned and preserved with ice or quick freezing methods to maintain freshness and avoid damage during transportation. Good preservation not only helps increase commercial value but also ensures food safety for consumers. At the same time, fishermen also need to comply with regulations on the size and type of fish allowed to be caught, to protect young fish and maintain the ecological balance in the ocean. Applying sustainable fishing measures will help prevent overfishing and protect fishery resources for future generations. In addition, fishermen can participate in sustainable certification programs to enhance product reputation. This not only appeals to consumers but also contributes to environmental protection. With the combination of modern technology and conservation awareness, giant trawl fishing can become an activity that is not only efficient but also sustainable.